The International Monetary Fund congratulated Sri Lanka on completing the first review under its program.
At the executive board meeting, directors really recognized the difficult reforms that you have embarked upon. They pointed out the governance diagnostic to first of all agree to do it as the first one in Asia and then to publish it was actually quite courageous, and so they congratulated the authorities. There was strong recognition on that as well as all the other reforms. It really shows that you're tackling this extremely severe crisis with all the vigor that is needed in order to have Sri Lanka emerge from the crisis. I think there are very encouraging signs that the program is beginning to work, that the economy is stabilizing. So there's, of course, all the signs with respect to sort of the policy-related variables. So in the fiscal area, basically highlight that the policies that you implemented beginning from after we reached staff-level agreement in the second half of 2022, that those policies are working, that they have the intended effect, that you're collecting the revenue that's needed in order to address the cause of the crisis. It seems like there's a positive surprise in all of this, which will go a long way to build confidence with the international community, with official creditors, with private creditors, and that is very important. At the board meeting, directors pointed out other positive news. Inflation has come down so significantly because of the efforts that the authorities have undertaken with respect to monetary policy and with respect to scaling back monetary financing. The governance reforms have begun, so I think these are all positive signs, and in fact, we are now seeing in the third quarter positive economic growth. Now, it is very tentative. It's not in the areas where we would like to see it in terms of benefiting the people. At the moment, it is sort of capital formation, it's the machinery and so forth, but you have to start somewhere. Eventually, that growth will move over to other sectors, and so I think that is good news. But for that to happen, of course, perseverance with the reforms is absolutely key.
As far as the Anti-Corruption Commission is concerned, no, they are going ahead. Actually, they had agreed on the principles on selections, but I think they were arguing on many issues around it. So there were about 2 or 3 changes, not on the criteria, but on some of the other matters. But it was not an issue because I think most of them came and agreed on the present chairman, Neil Idawela, who was earlier the additional Secretary General of Parliament and then a judge in the Court of Appeal. So there was a unanimity as far as the chairman and the other 2 members were concerned. I met with them and I said, go through what you have to do. Don't rush into anything just because people say you have to catch the crooks, but do your initial work properly. Don't try to show results by saying we've caught this one or that one. First get your system ready and then go ahead. He agreed. Basically, he's very level-headed. Only other thing is elections, and the problem there is that every party says they are going to change all this and they'll negotiate with the IMF.